Hello, my dear friends. Here we are again, talking about the book A Way to Balance. Today, I'm on top of Mountain Elmo, at the border to Austria, with Austria, from Italy. This is a very beautiful place, and this is the top of the mountain. And these mountains that you see here, these are Austria. There you are. Okay. This is the whole circle. Now, let's begin our... You will excuse all the movements. Okay. It's a little out of balance, like this. This is better. So, today we're going to talk about the chapter, the deer exercise for the male. Very important. I would say that probably this is the most important, most effective exercise that I know of Taoism. With this exercise, we should be able to move that energy that is stored at the bottom of our spine, of our vertebral column, in an area close to the perineum, to the anus, to the scrotum, that area. There's an energy stored, sleeping. We should awake this energy that should rise up and flow in a channel along the spinal column up until it reaches the top of our head. According to many traditions, we have something like the energetic centers along the way. In the Indian tradition, they talk about 7 chakras. Chakras means wheel. It doesn't mean center, it means wheel. And in the Chinese culture, in the Taoist culture, they talk about dantian, and they especially name 3 different dantian. One in the umbilical area, under the umbilicus, and the second one around the heart area, and the third up here. And if you will read the other chapters of the book, you will find my personal point of view about this issue. How I tried to merge, to join these 2 different points of view, 7 chakras and the 3 dantian. And anyway, it doesn't matter how many chakras, how many wheels we have to increase the level of the vibration, the frequency of this energy. The main fact is this. This is the ancient teaching. We have this special energy stored in this area, and it can go up and open certain areas, and opening those centers, the health in that area will improve, because everything will change. but not only physically, but also spiritually and emotionally. Our soul is connected to all these chakras, and if we open them, our certain parts of our soul will get a wonderful balance, a wonderful harmony, and this will open certain superpowers that at the moment are sleeping. I would say, fortunately, they're sleeping, because we would make even more trouble than what we do without these superpowers. So it's better not to have them. That's why we have to go step by step. As we clean the chakras, as we clean the dantian, they become self-aware, they start working, and the superpowers will arrive. And it will be for our good and for everyone's good. Now, the position in which we can practice this exercise are different. We can lie, we can sit, we can stand. My suggestion is to practice the first two phases standing. The first phase, we just rub our hands to create energy. It's an amazing experiment. I did it in Valencia, I think, yes, in the Museum of Science. If you do it for 1 minute, then you take 2 electrodes, and you will see the energy going up. 10 times more, in my case, than before doing the rubbing. So first step, energize. Second step, the massage in the umbilical zone. Excuse me a minute. Non ho ancora finito! 5 minuti! And first step, rubbing. Second step, massaging. Trying to awaken the first dantian that is between the umbilicus and the pubis. So we massage this area under the umbilicus 81 times. 9 multiplying 9, we will talk about this later. And so we massage 81 times in once, for example, clockwise, and then with the other hand counterclockwise, okay, 81 times. And then we pass to the third phase. Third phase is the real exercise, where we have to create a pressure on our huijin. It's a special point located between the scrotum and the anus. It's the same point that we used for the ejaculation that I have explained in previous videos. So we put the heel of our feet like this, put it under our body so that it can press exactly in that point. If we can't do this because our knees hurts or something like that, it doesn't matter. We do without it. First months that I practiced the exercises, I didn't practice the pressure on huijin, but I felt the effects of the exercise anyway. But I can tell you that when I started to do the pressure on the huijin point, I felt the difference in the exercise. That's why I'm suggesting you to do the pressure if you can. And on the book, it's explained exactly the position that I suggest for this purpose of pressing in a controlled and relaxed way. The position must be easy, otherwise our concentration will slip away. And so, what I can tell you is that the third phase is the most important, and we should spend a few words about visualization. In the third phase, we should perceive, feel the energy that from the bottom we contract the anus, and we should feel the energy that goes up along the column up to the head. Feel it, not visualize it. Why do I put so much importance in this? Because in the Indian culture, they tend to suggest the visualization for many exercises, in yoga and in Kundalini yoga and so on. In the Taoist world, it's a little bit different, because visualization is not suggested. On the contrary, because the purpose of all this is that the goal is different. The goal in many of the exercises of the Hindu world, yoga and so on, is to win the body in some way, to overcome the body, to be free from the body. Okay? And this is something that we Westerners share from the beginning. Think about the words soma, sema of Plato, great philosopher, Greek philosopher. He said, soma, sema, soma is body, sema is tomb. So the body is the tomb of the soul. That is not a great compliment to the body. So, in these cultures, as I've explained in the book, in the first part of the book, the body is seen as an enemy, as something that is an obstacle to the real realization. In the Taoist world, is the opposite. The body is the place where we should work. The soul and the spirit are already saved. It's the body that should be saved. So we should concentrate our efforts to make the body stronger, healthier, long-lived, more long-lived. And in this way, we should get to the point to make the body immortal. Like, for example, Babaji, an ancient yogi, master, very famous in the Indian world. And they say that if you arrive at this point, that this energy flows freely inside the channels, many superpowers will develop, and one of these superpowers is to be able to fix every kind of damage that you could do to your body. And this way, immortality is granted. And then there are other steps until we get to perfection. So you see that visualization is something like is something similar to watching TV or daydream or reading a book. It's something that takes our being outside of the body. The body is not involved so much. We just sit there. We almost don't breathe, and we just watch a movie and feel everything inside. Without the body is not taken by this experience, is not involved. While if you do manual work, for example, that's why I explained in the book my point of view, how important is manual work. Because in manual work, you must, for example, if I am an ice maker, an ice collector, I don't know what the name was of these people, you know, those people who cut the the ice in blocks, and then they carry those ice in the cities, in different places. So you have to take care of what you're doing. You have to cooperate. Your eye, your hands, your brain must function properly, and the result is exactly under your eyes immediately. If you're doing a good job, you will see right away, immediately. And in this way, we materialize, because our being is pushed inside the body to cooperate to some kind of work of opera. So we should do the same in this case. That's why the suggestion is to feel, to come inside the body, to become aware of what's happening in Hui Jin, along the column at the different levels, to feel what's happening there. Not to visualize, not to create the image of this light going up. No. The suggestion is to try to feel what happens when you do the exercise, and to increase the sensation. That's why in the book I've made an example. When we wear a hat for many hours, when we take it off, we can still feel it in our head for a certain period of time. Then we have a second period of time in which we are not sure if the hat is there or not. But if we concentrate, we enter inside the skin of our head, we emphasize the sensation, the feeling, we can understand that the hat is not there anymore. And then there's the third phase, where with just a little effort you can feel that the hat is not there. What I suggest to you is to use what we do in the second phase of this hat situation. So in the phase where we can make an effort to feel something that it's just under the surface, we can make it come up, we can make it stronger, we can increase that sensation and become aware of it. That's the suggestion. With these words, my dear friends, another last suggestion. Advice: do not force. It's a delicate area. We never use those muscles, so go easy and follow the books. The book. What I tell you in the book. Okay? Good exercise to everybody. Dear exercise, very important. And also will help your sexual life, as I already said in the last video. The fungus-shaped, the mushroom-shaped penis is one of the side effects, let's say so, of this exercise. But the most important thing of this exercise is the growing of our energy, of our inner energy. This is what I would call the inner, the inside, the elixir of the inside, the inner elixir, produced by ourselves. So long, my dear friends. See you at the next video.